shaves video with me on a beautiful morning. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. You know I've got to say it. Subie smiles to all of you and squad goals. Thank you so much for clicking into our shave video and for joining me. I'm thrilled to have you here today. Hopefully wherever you're watching in the world, you're drinking something delicious and you're ready for a shave. You know I am. I'm super excited. Today we're talking about a soap and splash that I just got sent by my good buddy Pete over at Hendrix Classic & Co. We're talking about just One Riot. It got it in hand here, and I'm telling you, the label slaps as hard as the scent does. I think this is fantastic. Talk about the expression that makes the whole entire saloon clear out. Frank Hammer style, Bonnie and Clyde chasing style. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic label. And the scent behind it is based on Dunhill Desire. We're going to talk about it today, but I'm super excited to be showcasing, spotlighting, and doing a little review on just One Riot. It's available over at Murphy and McNeil exclusively and being made and produced collaboratively by Pete of Hendrix Classic & Co. We're going to talk about it today. Really excited. We are going to be reviewing and showcasing, spotlighting, and also discussing the Gillette 34 Aristocrat. This is the American version. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a razor I have not picked up in a while. And the reason why I grabbed this today is not only is it OC October, right? Come on in, you know you got to be using your October open comb razors for the month. But on top of that, right, it's just a razor that I think really paired well with the label, right? You got the hardcore, kicks the door kind of in, smashes everybody around, right? You don't want to mess with the dude in a draw, right? And I think this razor kind of exhibits that same kind of personality, right? You see it standing there like, I don't know if I want to mess around with that. I love this razor. It's a smooth driver, and it's one that has a really cool history, as I found it in like kind of at a swap meet with my sister while we were doing swap meet hunting. So it's a razor that I found in the wild, and there's something special about the ones you find in the wild, right? They're different than when you go and you buy it at an auction website, right? This just feels special when you find it out there. It was like it was there for you. I love this. Again, 34 Aristocrat American. We're going to be doing it today. It's going to be awesome, and I'm thrilled to have you here for it. The scent I am so excited about because it's a scent that I had never smelled before, and I was like, you know, I know I'm not the person that's the scent expert, right? I watch other channels to see how they're kind of describing scents, because I know it's something I don't do as good, and I always try to get better at, right? It's a progress thing for me. I like this scent though. It's nice. It's like got this aromatic woody fragrance to it that plays like with a vanilla musk. It's really, really nice. And I thought it was funny. I looked it up on Fragnatica, right? And they're like, it's an ambery fragrance. There's no amber in it. Ambery, right? And it's a nice scent. It really is. It's got kind of a deep, kind of a darker tone to it. The musk and the teakwood mixed in with the vanilla. It's spicy slightly while being like, it's just, I don't know, it's really deep and like it plays really well together. It's very harmonious. I was able to sit and talk with him. One of the things he prides himself on is doing homages and tributes, because these are scents that are already popular and people already like. And he's like, why reinvent the wheel when somebody else already has something that's awesome, that fits the label and fits the style that I'm looking for? Dunhill Desire, really beautiful scent. And again, this was sent to us for review, and I am absolutely just so excited, so humbled, and so honored that Pete would be willing to allow our channel to kind of learn and grow and do scent descriptions for him. I feel so honored and privileged, and I thank all of you for being a part of the channel and making this happen, because I know there are other channels that do it better than me, but I'm enjoying the challenge of doing scent reviews as, you know, as they come out. And this is really fun. Again, being offered and sold over at Murphy and McNeil through a collaboration with Pete over at Hendrix Classic & Co. Oh, it's such a cool scent. The lather on this one is so easy to develop, but it's thicker. I found it so interesting that it's a thicker like base. The base for me is really, really easy to develop, and it does develop a really, really good shine and shimmer to it. Maybe not as deep as some of the others, but when you really get in there, you look at it, I mean, it's beautiful, right? Absolutely fantastic stuff. Love, love, love the base from Pete. And to be really perfectly honest, I had way too much in my bowl, so I actually was like, I over scooped again. I'm trying to figure out his like the scooping situation. I know a lot of the brush loaders out there probably don't have to load for very long, because it develops so much body and so much protection and so much like, you know, like thickness without that much soap actually in your bristles. Very, very beautiful soap. Again, really excited to be doing this today. Let's do the head shave with the 34. I love the razor. It's a razor, like I said, I found in the wild, and there's something about the barn find, it's a little bit better for me. It gets you excited than when you're on an auction site and you click the enter button, right? It's sitting there and you get a haggle with somebody. It's kind of fun. Really, really cool experience. If you've never done the kind of the going out and hunting, right? You're doing all the thrift shops and all the different swap meets, things like that. It's a fun experience. It really is fun, especially if you're looking for a safety razor in specific, right? We always told the universe, we want one of the crats, and we found one. It was a really cool opportunity, and it was buried underneath a ton of other razors, so we got to save it too, which just made me feel so cool. The guy that had it, he told me out of his own mouth, he goes, I bought that, I thought it was cool, just sits there. And I was like, let me use it, let me showcase, let me spotlight. I want to take it home and give it some use and some sunlight and some daylight. And today I'm really excited. Again, this scent is actually based around like the Texas Rangers, right? And what makes you want to think of Chuck Norris, right? That's what I thought when I saw it. It's like, this dude is somebody you don't want to mess with. And the whole story behind the Lone Rangers is really cool. Right? The Bonnie and Clyde chasers, right? The guys back in the old Western times that seriously they would send in for like a huge situation, like a massive riot, and they'd send one guy in. And I think that's really cool, right? That's where the whole thing comes about, is one man, one riot, one ranger, one riot. I like that a lot. Reminded me of the Hustle. I don't know if anybody else has ever heard of Rob Bailey, but he does a song, with his back against the wall, a one-man riot. And I saw this, and the first thought that went through my head is one-man riot. I love the label, and I think the base is just so nice. It just glides, produces so much protection. And I just love the fact that Pete, when I talked to him, he said the thing he really is proud of is that he is a strong believer in affordable luxury. I think that's beautiful. I think that's really something that we should all embrace. And that's part of the reason why so a lot of people start the craft, right, is because they're trying to save money or to reduce their costs, right, with the shaving experience. And why not have a little luxury while you're doing that at the same time? I love that. I absolutely think that's fantastic. And I love that mantra. Now, Pete, when I talked to him, said, that he would be willing to let our channel do scent reviews for him. And I cannot say thank you enough. He is a person that truly, truly is a enthusiast, right? He was telling me about his favorite brush makers, the things that he enjoys about the craft. And I think if you're a person that's making a product for a craft that you're a part of, you're going to do a better job. You're going to care about it a little bit more. I know one of the things he said to me is that he'll always take something back if you don't like it. And I don't think that's done enough. And I just think there's a lot of scents out there that people, may really love. Some people may love, but other people won't. And I love that if you smell it and you don't like it, people take it back. I don't know of a lot of companies that will do that and not, charge you an arm and a leg for restocking and all the other things. He will absolutely take it back, no questions asked. And he said, even if it's been, scooped in or used once, he's like, I will still take it back because it matters to me that somebody gets something that they like from me. That's a person I like to, support and be behind. And I'm telling you this, I have no issues with the actual lather at all. It's just so easy to develop. It kind of reminds me a little teeny bit of like Soap Commanders, soap back in the day, but way better, just elevated in every way possible. I think another brand that's super similar to me is Shannon's, with how much ease I get and how consistent it is for me to lather. Yeah, it's a really easy soap to lather, and the base is so nice. You can just see this. It's absolutely protection city here, and very, very slick. I think slickness, right, when we talk about shave soap, that's really where the whole entire discussion is. It's just, slickness and protection. The slickness on Pete's soap base is absolutely top. It's up there. It's super comfortable. And I think his scent notes, I think when you talk about like scent strength, I would say I would put this probably in the 5 or 6 range. I was going to say 4 or 5, but I think it's probably a little bit deeper of a scent that's going to last, right? When I put the splash on, I actually got to try the splash out yesterday because I'm a little late to do this. I won't lie, the mail didn't get this to me, so I'm a little late. So I was like, I don't care. I'm going to try it out for a day. So I put it on last night before my wife and I went out for a date, and it just stayed with me. So I would definitely say 5 or 6 because of the scent kind of projection and the duration. I think the duration's the thing that kind of threw me off, because usually if a scent's not coming out of the tub, punching you in the face, you're like, okay, it's not going to last. This one actually sticks around, and I like that. I think it's a nice, very, very, very woody tone that mixes really nicely. In the end, what I ended up getting out of it's a lot of vanilla. I think it's a vanilla and kind of like teakwood smell. It's nice, a really nice scent. And I think it's definitely one that paired really well for like the date environment. As far as a daily driving scent, I would have no issues wearing that one. I think it wears very nicely. And I think like throughout the day, it doesn't kind of get bugging your nose. There's some scents out there that I love for date night, but I want to wash off. I will not even lie to you where I'm like, yeah, we're gonna clear the room with this scent. But at the same time, I don't want to wear that daily. Right? I don't want to be in a room stuck with myself with that scent on. This is not one of those ones. I think this is one that I would have no issue, putting this on and being in an airport and knowing that I'm not going to bother somebody. But at the same time, I think it smells unique. I think it smells very inviting. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot. And the shave. Can we just talk a moment about the open comb October? You guys got to tell me in the comments below if you've made it this far. What are you shaving with for open comb October? If you don't own an open comb razor, now is the time. Now is the time for an excuse where you can tell somebody, you can tell yourself, you can tell your bank account. Today is the day we're going to get an open comb razor because it is October. You got to do at least one open comb shave. This one for me is one of the ones that I love. The TTO open comb from Gillette is special. It's unique, right? There's not a whole lot of them that were produced, and they are definitely getting more and more rare as time goes on and more of them kind of fall apart and get lost. I am thrilled to have saved this one because it does shave so well. This is in its original luster, no updates, no restoration whatsoever. This is how I found it the day one, right? And I love the razor, and I love getting the chance to share it with you on channel. Thank you again for being here. Like I said, I know I'm not the best when it comes to scent reviews, but I'm learning, I'm working on it, and I'm doing my best to produce something that you guys find entertaining, enjoyable, and at least informative. Thank you again for being here. Oh, it's been an awesome journey, and I know it's only going to get better as we go forward. Let's grab ourselves a little alum here, check it out, see how we did. I can tell you this. Yeah, that's the squeak. That is the squeak we are looking for. So comfortable. Such an easy razor to use for me. Really, really, I love that. It's so smooth. It's just like absolutely bone level close with no irritation. And that, again, is Pete's soap is just so protective. We're grabbing ourselves that splash. Like I said, I wore this last night. I actually put it on last night just to kind of get the scent notes and see how things played out. It smells really, I know this. I know when I wore it with my wife friend, who's very particular, she goes, that's new. What is it? I like this. Yeah, it definitely caught her nose and her like interest, but it wasn't like oh, I don't like it. It was that's new. And I think that's how it comes across my nose too. It's new. It smells just absolutely awesome. Like it does. I could see one of these Texas Lone Rangers, right? Wearing one of these scents and saying, get out of the saloon. I like it, but they're not clearing out because of the scent. And I like that a lot. It's really deep. Smells just like that way that teakwood and the vanilla mix together. They play like so harmoniously. Very fun scent. Very, very fun scent. Again, available over at Murphy and McNill in collaboration with Pete of Hendrix Classic & Co. Huge shout out to the both brands and for allowing our channel to be a part of this kind of the release for the soap. The soap did release today or yesterday, depending on when I'm able to get this up, but it is going to be available as regardless, right? You can run over there and buy it. I am not affiliated with either of those brands. So if you're looking below in the channel, looking for a link, I don't have one, but I do love the scent, and I do think it would be one that could be worn by just about anybody and enjoy. Thank you again for being here. I love the razor. I loved getting to shave with you, and it was an awesome, awesome BBS shave at that. I will see you guys in the next shave video. Thank you again for being here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and until I see y'all again, soups out.